Welcome back to CryptosRus. I am George. We're all George. So happy Monday. Is it happy? But it is the start of a new week. And we are seeing some bloodbath for Bitcoin and crypto. What is causing it this morning? And will it end? Let's discuss. Like I said, good morning. Happy Monday. But we are seeing a bit more weakness today. You know what? Last week, especially end of the week, we clawed back up to 95,000, but Wall Street opened and decided to sell off some more. So we're starting out the day at 90,600. But what is the reason? Is there anything particular going on that is scaring Wall Street this morning? Well, U.S. market is opening up in the red, but look at NASDAQ. Dow isn't bad, minus 70, but NASDAQ is opening up at minus 252. So again, it's one of those pesky things that Wall Street is doing, which is making Bitcoin or bundling Bitcoin into a risk-on asset with all the other tech. So whenever they have fears about the economy, they sell off risk-on assets like tech and Bitcoin. That's exactly what's happening right now. But what is so scary? Why are they afraid? Why is this happening right now? Well, a couple reasons. They're all due to the economy, but take a look. The DXY, which is strength of the dollar, right, is surging. Normally speaking, Bitcoin moves in the inverse direction of the US, the DXY. So right now, DXY is going up. People are buying dollars. People are buying yields. Why would people do that? Well, again, it's due to the fear. It's due to the fear factor. And that's why 10-year yield also touches a 14-month high. And again, this is all due to fear, okay? Fear of inflation. That's what Wall Street is afraid of. Last week, we actually ended a week with some very positive numbers. Unemployment went down in the US unexpectedly. The number of jobs added went up unexpectedly. These are normally great things, signs that we have a healthy economy, and yet the market, US market, broader market, sold off hard. So that is still weighing on Wall Street. And this week, we have more data that measures inflation. The PPI is coming out. Okay, so a lot of fears that it will go higher. Not only will it go higher, it'll go higher than expected, and that's not a good thing. Okay, and then also we have the inflation rate. So these things is what Wall Street is looking at, and it's coming out later this week. I think it's like Wednesday or Thursday. And then we also have other things like retail sales. Here we go, month over month. The Fed Manufacturing Index. All these things that measure how the economy is. And unfortunately, the better they read at this point, it's not the worst that they read. The better they read, the more Wall Street's going to sell off. And that sucks. Really, really sucks. And the reason why they're doing that is because they're afraid inflation will go up because consumers are not broke. Consumers are still spending. And not only that, Fed Chair Powell will not be buying or cutting the upcoming, during the upcoming FOMC meetings, he will not be cutting the Fed fund rate more because of these things. But normally speaking, if we weren't living in this bizarre world, these good economic data should rally markets, should not cause more FUD, more fear, uncertainty, and doubt. But that's exactly what's happening right now. That's why we are seeing the sell-off, unfortunately. And it is increasing, especially for NASDAQ. Now we're down almost 300, and Bitcoin, for the first time in a long time, we are now seeing the 80,000 mark, 89,700. Whew. Strap on, guys. Get ready. It's going to be volatile this week. and possibly, well, you know what? It could flip around, but it's definitely volatile this morning. So that's what's happening. And of course, you have more liquidations. I did notice this, okay, which is another reason why we may be seeing what we're seeing right now is because whenever we have these moments, these large volatility moments, we do see the market makers tend to wipe out the leverage. I had this up like 20 minutes ago, and I kind of knew, like, you could see there's a sell wall or there's a buy wall here right around 90,000, and here's one at 89.9. You know, whenever you see these like walls or levels, you tend to see Bitcoin break through them. And I was looking at this, I'm like, man, that's what the market makers are going to try to do, drive us below that. But you know what? We could bounce right off of there. But that's also another reason why we're getting liquidations, long squeezes, and the market makers are at play. But again, we can certainly bounce back from this level later today. Now, despite all this doom and gloom, okay, it seems and sounds like it's horrible. It seems like Bitcoin and its bull run is over. And the alts, while they bleed, seems like all is lost, right? Doesn't it seem like everything is down to you know what? But again, this is temporary. Dips are gifts, and anyone who truly understands that will continue to hodl and continue to buy and accumulate and dollar cost average and build their stockpile or build their bag. Kind of like Sailor. Sailor tends to buy at tops, but that's okay. He's been doing that for years and has worked out for him, so he will continue to do so. And every single week now, it's not even like months or, you know, before, sometimes he just disappears for a few months. Now, every single week, he is making a large purchase, 243 million today at around 96,000 per Bitcoin. So now MicroStrategy has an even number, 450,000. Okay. Sailor understands this concept of volatility, the concept of buying low and selling high. So he will continue to do so. Although, you know, with MicroStrategy, it's a little bit different than a retail investor because he has leverage, right? He has the ability to sell off shares and raise money to buy more Bitcoin, and that is exactly what he's doing. In fact, since November, since Bitcoin's rise, Sailor's kind of been FOMOing hard, even more so than BlackRock's IBIT Bitcoin ETF. He's been adding and adding and adding and adding. Man, he is on an insane crusade right now to accumulate as much Bitcoin as he can. That's addictive and also the right move. Maybe not like as addictive, not as over leveraged as he is, but it is the right call. And that's why there's so many others that have implemented Bitcoin strategies doing the same thing.